Hey everybody, how you doing? Mark here, sitting in my backyard enjoying a beautiful day. Got a couple of things smoking in the grill here, but that's not what this video is about. This video is about an extension on the video I just put up a couple of weeks ago about setting up my helmet for doing motovlogging. And that all came about because I had to buy, well, at least I thought I had to buy a new microphone for my helmet. And so I was just kind of setting it up and showing you what I was doing, showing what I was doing with the Rode Go system and how I was having that mounted on my helmet. Yeah, just all that kind of stuff. I'm just basically centered on what I do to the helmet. However, after I did that, I went out and I was trying to do some more motovlogging. Get a couple of videos in the bank, and save them up for later, like when Jen and I are out camping and I'm not going to be around to post up a video. But the audio still was not good. And I tried different settings, I tried different everythings, really. And I got into the audio stream and tried to tweak that in all the different variations I could do to edit the crackling and popping of this wind noise and stuff, and I just couldn't do it. I cannot figure it out. So I decided I needed to go out and actually play with different microphones in different configurations and different placements in the helmet, and just other tests that I could do on what would give me the best audio. Now, I'm not going to tell you right now what it is. I would prefer it if you actually watch through all my tests. I did 15 different tests. Everything from the 4 types of microphones that I used. I had 3 boom mics, 1 lapel mic, 2 microphones were omnidirectional, 2 microphones were unidirectional. I placed the microphone in different positions within the helmet and on me, and I even did stuff with my windshield just to see if changing the airflow would affect the quality of the audio. And I want to show you exactly what I did. So the next 8 minutes or so is all going to be my audio test rides. I'm not giving you like 20 minutes of each ride, okay? I tried to narrow it down as best I could, just so you can get a little bit of sound after I get up to like 55 miles an hour, what the sound audio would be like. So enjoy these clips if you can. The audio sucks. Okay, everybody, so here we are. We're getting into a 45 mile an hour zone. And this is more or less where I think the sound quality is going to quickly diminish. And I didn't notice it, but where I put the microphone on the helmet, the microphone is half exposed to the wind. But maybe that's a good thing too, because like I said, I think most of the wind noise you guys hear is the wind hitting my helmet. So we'll have to see what happens. I don't know if I have to talk a little loud or where the microphone is placed. Okay guys, so I did a quick stop, readjusted my microphone so I have it up by my mouth a little closer. I'm going to try to talk like I normally talk. I don't want to sit there and sound like I'm shouting all the time and stuff. Of course, I double-checked the red dot that I put on the microphone to make sure that I was going to get the microphone facing the right way, so it's kind of pressing up against my cheek a little bit. Alright guys, so here's what's going on. I went home and grabbed the styrofoam pieces, the little covers that came with it, and there are 2 different types of styrofoam that came in my package. The one I have right now on the microphone is a coarser looking exterior. I don't know if there's really any difference itself in the foam. But the one that I have on now, it just looks a little rougher, a little coarser. I don't know why. And right now I'm going through a 35 mile an hour zone, so I'm sure that my audio is fine. There we go, that's 55 mile an hour now. And I hope everything's sounding good. I mean, the other thing I could do, I could try to talk louder and see if that helps any. Maybe my voice will just cut out the wind noise. But I really don't want to talk like this all the time. I got the phone cover switched out. And this is what I am calling the smoother textured phone cover. Again, I don't know if there's any difference between the two. But I tell you, to get the phone cover on the mic and put into the dead cat, that took some time and some effort. I don't know why, but man, I just had a hell of a time trying to get it into the dead cat. What would it be like to not have a windscreen? That way you get, quote unquote, clean air. It's not all turbulent. All right, now we're doing 55. Man, I tell you, I have not ridden without a windshield in so long. I don't know if I'd want to do a long tour like this. You know, if I want to do 300, 400, 500 miles in a day, do another iron butt, I don't know if I could do it without a windscreen. Alright guys, so this is what I got going on now. My last test was a no windscreen test, and this time I want to do a high windscreen test. So I got my friend Berto in his truck over here, and he helped me carry this this piece of cardboard out here. This is to simulate a 21-inch screen, okay? So from the headlight up is 21 inches. Now, just so you guys know, too, this is a backcountry road. You're seeing a lot of cars on the road behind me, but this road itself, there's like almost no traffic on here. Now, as you can see, the windscreen is here, or usually it would be down here. I can see just fine over it. Okay guys, so this is it. This is 55 miles an hour. And yeah, I can definitely tell a difference. My helmet doesn't seem as loud. My muffler, however, does. This is what I'm considering to be a reverse microphone. I think the actual microphone is facing out, which is what I don't think I would want. And the back of the microphone is facing my mouth. I've got all the cords up into the helmet so they're not rubbing on me. So now I've got the microphone reoriented to what I consider to be the proper place. I still have those cords up in my helmet, so hopefully it might reduce any rubbing noises that I was getting before. But I've completely changed my microphone in that the one in my helmet is not what's plugged into the transmitter. This is actually, let me get over these bumps. This is actually my hiking microphone. I've got it clipped to my shirt. I don't know if it's going to pick up anything other than wind noise. I'm actually speaking kind of loud in the hopes that it will pick me up. And right now I'm only doing 50 miles an hour. All right, here we are, 55 miles an hour. Like I said, I don't know if you're going to pick up anything of what I'm saying. The microphone, I can feel is kind of bouncing around by my neck. So this is actually a different microphone than my previous one. It's still unidirectional, but this one is actually brand named and not a no-name brand microphone. I personally think that the sound's going to be the same. I really do. I do have another microphone I want to try. I actually bought a name brand omnidirectional, so it'll be more like my last microphone. This is an omnidirectional microphone, but it is a brand name. It is Turtle Beach. Now I'm just trying different microphones to see if anything changes with the Rode Go wireless microphone system into the 360 camera. Alright guys, so I'm out for one more test. And this time it's another placement test. I've got a unidirectional microphone on, and there's two things I want to do during this test. One is to test it in the location of being right in front of my chin instead of up on the side over here, because I'm feeling more wind here than I do here. So maybe that will be a better spot. Won't get maybe as much wind noise or helmet noise, whatever you want to call it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to drop the microphone to just below the face shield. I'll probably have to hold it in place a little bit because I think the wind will move it around. But I just wanted to see how this goes. I was actually quite impressed by the sound off of the lapel that I had under my shirt. I was actually quite impressed with that sound until I got to the 55 mile an hour, and then the wind really cut in and stuff like that, and it was hard to hear. But if I moved the microphone closer to my mouth. So this is what I got going on now. I had the thought of, what if it's not the microphone or the helmet at all, and that it is actually the Rode Go system. I actually want to go out to a country road, get up to speed, keep the microphone that's clipped to my shirt on my shirt. Shouldn't get much of any wind noise from that, even though my window's down. It should be mostly protected. And then I'm going to stick the receiver out of the window, meaning the camera. And then I'm going to stick the transmitter out of the window and see if there's any sound difference there. Plus, I think I might also do just both of them. I'll stick both units out the window, because I went and I double checked some footage of my very first ride of the year, and I had my HJC helmet, my new helmet, but I was still running the Sony camera on the side, and that audio sounded fine. So I'm saying that there's something about the high-speed winds across the Rode Go system that has become more of an issue. So maybe I'm going to have to figure out a different way to input audio into my camera, or at least into my video. Maybe I'm going to have to put audio into an actual recorder or something and dub it over and try to match up the synchronization of the audio to the video. Alright guys, here we go. I am doing 55 miles an hour. This is going to be just the camera out the window. So I want to know did that change my audio at all, or can you still hear me just as well as before? All right, another test. Just got the transmitter in my hand, sticking it out the window, getting a lot of good air hitting it. Did that change my audio? Now this time I've got the receiver in the hand, it's down by the selfie stick, and I'm going to stick both units out the window. All right, both of the units are out the window, and does this do anything to the audio? The microphone has stayed in the truck the whole time. Alright, so you'll probably notice that you're getting a little bit more vibration than you usually get, and that is because I'm using the Sony camera shooting back at me, and that's because I wanted to see if there's just some sort of a difference in the way that the audio is picked up between the two cameras, between this Sony Action Cam and the Insta360. I'm just trying to figure it out because my very first video of the year had this helmet on and the audio seemed fine. It was when I went to the 360 stuff, that's when the audio got bad, and that's also when I started using the Rode Go system. So yeah, I'm just starting to try to do different things to see if there's any other change. You know, is there something that the Rode Go is doing to the sound that, you know, is it amplifying the noises or something like that? I don't know. I don't have any decibel gain set on the microphone system, so I don't think it should, but you never know. There might be a default, you know, +5 gain into the receiver or something. I just don't know. Alright guys, here we are at 55 miles an hour. This is another test, and that actually had you on my Sony Action Cam, the one that I usually had mounted on my helmet. And I just wanted to see if there's any pickup difference between that camera and the Insta360 camera. I tell you, I did everything I could to try to figure out what the issue is, and I think I figured it out. The issue is the Rode Go system itself. There's something with the way the audio is picked up and transferred into the Rode Go system. The wind noise and everything, it just peaks out and just kind of keeps it at a type sound. And yeah, it's just horrible. It really is. There's nothing I can do about it. There's no settings on the Rode Go system that I can change to take that out. So at least for my moto vlogging system, I cannot use that. I have ordered a new system. It's called a Tentacle Track E. It's a external recorder, basically, is what it is. And it has memory card space, and it will basically record the audio. So basically what I'm going to do is that I'm going to record the audio, then sync it up into the video, and everything should sound good. The reason why I'm looking forward to getting this piece of gear is that it's a 32-bit float system, which means that it really brings down the volume on things that are really loud and stuff like that, and it really clears it up and stuff. So I'm looking forward to getting it, playing with it, and seeing what kind of audio I can get from it. I saw a guy riding around and he was using it and he was talking about it and stuff, and his audio was really good. You could really hear the engine sounds and stuff like that. Granted, he was using a full face helmet. I don't have a full face. I have a 3/4 open face helmet. So we'll have to see how it goes, but I am thinking that that's going to cure the vast majority of my issues. So I just want you guys to know I am working on it. I am trying to get you guys better content to watch and listen to. So Always believe you can go out for your ride, go out for your walk, enjoy your adventure. Always believe you can do it. Heart, soul, mind, and body. Always believe in yourself. Bye, guys. That smells good.